everyone. I had a request to talk about getting a job at Amazon. I can't talk about the actual work inside Amazon and how they work on the inside once you get the job. Everybody who works there, if you're an Amazonian, which I am, because I've worked there before, and I work for Uncle Jeff. I signed a disclosure agreement, a form that I will not talk about what is on the inside of Amazon. But I will tell you that it's a decent job. If you like to work, I mean, it's hard work. But there's so many advantages. I want to talk about the advantages of working at Amazon. I mean, you can literally work there for a week and you can resign if you resign properly, and they'll show you how to resign properly. If you resign properly, you could apply someplace else the next day, actually. If you didn't like your shift, or you wanted to, you changed your mind that you don't want to be in this city and you want to move to another one where there's a fulfillment center, or there is a return center, something Amazon, you can do that. Where else could you do that? Also, they pay $15 an hour, and you're going to get full-time if you're working at a fulfillment center or return center. If you worked at, like, let's say you worked at in Arizona, or you worked in Washington State or like New York City, you're going to get higher pay, minimum wage. You are. I mean, Arizona's up to $12, and I believe that Washington's up to like $13.50. But you might not get overtime. You might not get full time. So Amazon's a pretty good deal. As long as you can lift up to 49 pounds, they do not discriminate against seniors, or they don't discriminate against anybody as long as you can lift 49 pounds. They do a background check on you, but and you'd have to be like a recent felon. So if you want to work, it's a pretty good deal. It's like stepping on that escalator at the airport. They make it so easy for you. I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like when you open Amazon Jobs up in your browser. And so I took a screenshot of that. The only place to apply for a job for Amazon is amazon.jobs. That's it. Just type in, search for amazon.jobs, and it'll take you, listings, just go amazon.jobs and click on it, and it'll bring you up. So if it looks like what you're seeing here, then yeah, that's where you apply. The first white window, you can type in for what type of job you want to apply for. I would type in warehouse/shopper, but you can just type in warehouse if that's what you're looking for. Now, it's going to take you all over the world. It'll show you jobs for warehouses that are like in Germany, Cairo, and then it'll list them all. I like to look by city. If you know what city if you're a nomad and you know what city that you're thinking about traveling to, type in the city and see what they have. They're going to list other jobs too, but they do hire from within actual Amazon people, like, computer analysts, things like that. They usually, I'm just saying usually, if you have a really high degree and things like that, oh yes, go ahead and apply for it. But if you're just looking for something for, a couple months or even just 1 month, just apply to, if they have a warehouse job available, just hit apply and just follow the directions as you go. You're not going to see the shifts available right away, as I remember it. When I apply, because I've worked there before, it's a little bit different for me. They'll ask me, have I ever worked for Amazon before? And then they ask me where. So it goes through a computer, and they have to actually check out that I was a good worker and that I resigned properly, things like that. And then it takes like 3-4 hours, and then they send me an email that says, we would love to have you back. And then I go into, it'll tell you where to go to check out the jobs that you've applied for. And then you click on pick a shift. That's when I get to see my shift. I forget for first time when you get to see your shift available. But sometimes they offer only like night work. So I really don't want night work. It's too hard on my body. I tried that in Tucson, and no. So I had to resign that job. But we're still at the applying. So I'm just going to stick with the applying. We're at the applying stage. So you're going to pick a shift. If you see a shift that is good for you, and the days are good for you, they do 4 days, 10 hours usually, if it's full time. So to be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, such as that, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if the hours are what you want, then choose it. Let's say down the road, you realize, ooh, that's not a good day for me. You have to go into, I think it's called Amazon.force. You go into that because they're going to ask you to set a password and an ID name and things like that. So you go back in there, and then there's a button that says withdraw. Just withdraw from it. Withdraw. As long as you withdraw properly, you're okay. I've applied to a lot of jobs and later found out that they didn't have the shifts that I wanted, and I had to withdraw. I've applied to probably 25 jobs, and I've withdrawn like 23 times. It's all computer generated. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, they think I'm flaky or I keep withdrawing. No, they don't. It's all computer generated. As long as you've withdrawn properly, or when you actually get the job, then you have to resign if you've resigned properly. So what happens is let's say you are hired and you work a week and you think, oh, this is a horrible position and you can't do it. There's all different types of positions. You have pickers and stowers and, things like that. If you no, I can't do this, and the hours are horrible, resign. And they'll show you how to do it. Your manager if you don't know how to do it, your manager will show you everything. That's what they're there for. You resign. You could go the next day and apply for another one. That's how it works. What other company could you do that? And then you could work a couple months and say, okay, I've got enough money. I've got, like $4,000 now. It's in my savings. I can buy my jackery. I can buy my solar panel. I can get my van fixed. I can puff up my savings. And now I'm ready to get back on the road because we're nomads. We need to go. we like change. We're adventurous. We get bored easy. So, and you can go travel, and then 2-3 months later, I'm getting kind of bored again. I'm going to go somewhere. Let's see if there's a job. There's a job up in Montana, Wyoming, whatever. Go back on Amazon.jobs and check it out. Put in warehouse or just put in the city, and it'll list the jobs and apply. Boop. So it's that easy. That's why a lot of nomads like to work at Amazon. It's $15 an hour guaranteed. You're literally guaranteed $2,000 a month, and that's after taxes. So now there could be, if it's especially in this peak season, maybe Easter time, definitely Christmas time. If you work during those times, they'll have mandatory overtime, and you're given a day. That's your mandatory overtime, totally. Be Saturday. If you work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a Saturday might be your mandatory overtime. So you're literally going to be working 5 days a week, 10 hours a day. That's 50 hours. They also, you can work up to 59 hours a week. That's almost 60 hours. And you get time and a half. So it's like $22 for overtime per hour when you work your mandatory overtime. And then they offer jobs also, other shifts, available to you. You just have to go online and check them out and say, yeah, I need the money. Yeah, I'm just really going to pound it and get this over with in a month and make buku bucks and hit the road jack, like we do. Because we're nomads. Yeah. Now, let's say you're not a nomad. They actually have nice Whole Foods jobs. You could work maybe one day a week or 2 days a week. I think it might be $20 mandatory. I'm not sure a week. But that's a really nice job. I talked to somebody who actually did that. I mean, she's a regular person. She lives in a bricks and sticks. But she comes in like 1 or 2 days a week for a few hours. And she's a shopper. She goes around the store and does shopping for them so that they can do the pickup. I mean, it's a nice job. So there are all types of jobs at Amazon. They also have, I think it's fresh foods or produce where they have like, and I've never worked them, so I'm just telling you what I know about it. They have like these freezers that you have to put on these outfits, and you work in the freezer. And you work with like produce and things like that. So I think it's called Prime Now or something like that. So they also have those. So there's not just warehouse work. Now working in a return center, that's different too. Yeah, there's fulfillment centers. That's where you're picking things for the orders. You'll find all that out. That you don't need to know that right now. If you want to work for Amazon and you want that kind of lifestyle where you can go here and there and everywhere and apply when you feel like applying, and you can work full time, you can make money, and then you can resign properly, take a couple months off, come back, go to another city. Amazon is the way to go, seriously. And you can do it on your terms, and they need people. They need to keep those packages moving. And there's a lot of turnover, so they just need to keep those packages moving. And they want to move you in. Let's go. It's easy up here work. It can be kind of hard on your body. It can kind of get to your back at first a little bit. It does mine. But then I get used to it. And it's just my back kind of transforms. You get little lockers, and you can keep your... I keep my ibuprofen in there, and when I take breaks, they provide a lot of things in your break rooms. You do give good breaks, and they provide you get free coffee and creamers, and it's just you could have, in a break room, you could have 30 to 40 microwaves, depending on how big the fulfillment center is. You got these big refrigerators that you could leave food in there for a week. At the end of the week, you gotta clean it out, or they're gonna throw it away. But yeah, I mean, it can be fun, and you're gonna make good money, and it's full time. So and you can do it on your terms. You do have to work hard. I'm just gonna say that you do have to work hard, but I mean, they're paying you, so you want to work hard. But become an Amazonian if that's your lifestyle. So I wanted to let you all know that. And I wanted to explain it, and it was requested, and there you go. I am having a really good time in Reno. I am having a good time. And I've met some people who do exactly what I do. They're just sort of city type nomads, and they kind of hang out, and they do the exercises on their blankets. And today we had kind of like a communal lunch. We brought, everybody just kind of donated food, and we made sandwiches, and we shared, brought strawberries and stuff like that. So they're very welcoming to me, and it's been fun chitter-chattering with them and learning about, they're teaching me about Reno and everything. And I mean, it is really fun. I don't know how long I'm going to be here in Reno, but I'm really having a good time, and I want to let you know that. But I did want to get out something, and I wanted to get it out instructional, because I know that you like instructional videos. So I love you guys. Hope everybody's safe and everybody's well. And saying prayers for you. You can say prayers for me too. Love you guys. Mwah.